Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. There's another paid request, this time for Andrew Chilton. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, commentaries, reviews, topics, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for Ace Ventura Jr., Pet Detective from 2009. And oh shit. I think I've seen this film before. I think it was I was working at a video store at the time, and I saw this. I went, I actually read stuff for free since I worked there. I wonder how bad this is. I saw it. It was really bad, and I just kind of forgot about it, didn't think about it until now. And the fact that David Mickey Evans, the director of The Sandlot, you killing me, Smalls, the original Sandlot, directed this. I mean, this is directed, I guess, for Cartoon Network or whatever the hell it was. To have a direct-to-video Ace Ventura film where you don't have Jim Carrey. And you know what? There's a film, which another film Andrew Chilton wants me to review, that did that and was actually funny. I'll say here, Dumb and Dumberer, the prequel. That's going to be one of the upcoming reviews for Andrew. I like that film. I saw it in the theater. I still like the film. It's not a 5-star comedy, but still, I thought it was fun. But this is cheap because it's made for TV. Having a kid version of Ace Ventura, because it's his son. You make in the plot, it pretty much says that, well, Ace Ventura, he was on a mission, a case, and he got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. So he's been lost for this many years, could be fucking dead. So it's like, well, we can't really say he's dead, so we're saying he's missing. I mean, I guess it's better than saying he was a piece of shit father who dumped his kid and didn't care. But yes, you're pretty much alluding that he has either gone missing for a decade or so, or he's dead. Yeah, that's really great. You shouldn't have done it in the first place. I'm surprised they didn't do, oh, this is how Ace Ventura was when he was a kid. I'm surprised they didn't do that. I am surprised they did not go that route. Okay. So then what happens is, Josh Flitter as Ace Ventura Jr., he's, I don't know, I think 12 years old or something at the time. I can't remember. I don't blame him. I think he's trying to do something, but the poor script, the bad idea, it can't save it. And I think because I don't think it's not that he acting-wise is bad, it's how he's directed, the script he's given, the overly edited. I mean, this is edited where there's pans, zooms, pans with whoosh sounds, push-ins, doom, doom. It's like, hey, kids are ADD, so make sure the direction is ADD. Make sure there's always a pan, a zoom, and you know what? You could do that visually well if you're like a James Wan or Brian De Palma or... But this is like again, ADD. It's like the fucking film itself has ADD. Even my webcam has ADD because it's stuttering. Well, that's not fair. Like, at one point, the kid is chasing something, and when he turns, it makes the sound effect of a car skidding. Because it's very kidified, whereas, like, let's have these over-the-top sound effects. And also, even if any of that stuff was in Ace Ventura, at least you had Jim Carrey to center it. And if you're not going to get someone who could do a rather good job imitating, which, that's the thing, it's not supposed to be imitation because it's the son. So I get that, but it's the kid, all the even more fart jokes, even more juvenile humor. You having that stuff, and then again, you don't have Jim Carrey there. And then what it's trying to do, like, it wants to hold on from saying the detective word, so it makes people sound even dumber. You some kind of pet finder guy? Because it's supposed to be this big build-up to finally say, your dad was a pet detective. I'm like, why did you make that a build-up type of moment? I thought that was very strange. And then trying to say that all the Venturas have done this. All the Venturas have been pet detectives. That kind of makes Ace less important and less... The whole point, I thought, was that he's unique because he's been the only one that's ever been a pet detective. But to find out that, well, his whole family and his grandpa, they all had the same hair, and that's genetics, the hair, and they've all been pet detectives. They all... I mean, again, that makes Ace himself less unique. And also what made Ace Ventura interesting was that it was such a weird job, but he was actually rather good at it. And of course, because his art, he doesn't get good at it until the end. If you even want to say he got good at it, or lucky. And Josh Flitter, again, as the title character, it's, hey, you got the opportunity to do this film. Okay, I'll do it. It's a film. Okay, well, here's the script. Here's a story that sucks. Here, we're going to over-direct it, over-edit it, because we think kids have ADD. We're going to put jokes like, oh, he's looking for his classmates' missing animals. So let's put some really lame songs. That's another thing. Other than the song from the first film, Tone Loc, Ace is in the house. Yes, they bring that song back twice. One in the movie and one for the end credits. I'm like, wow, that's sad to hear that song in this movie. But the rest of the songs suck. Lame, wannabe Disney Channel type of music, or what the fuck, Nickelodeon music. But, oh, let's have the little milk cartons. Let's have an animal's face on the side of the milk cartons, because that's funny. Oh, the mom wants to be normal, so you see a montage of him trying to be normal. So, like, there's a spelling bee. The previous person got pretty. His word was anti-establishment, blah, 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 blah. And so he starts spelling Pretty, like the previous contestant. And he had just stupid humor. And the mom going, you don't start acting like a person. You don't use the toilet for something other than drinking. I mean, was Ace Ventura really that? I don't know. Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey, was not really the type of guy that would drink from a toilet. Like, he would act weird if he's trying to talk to an animal, but for the most part, he was acting... I believe at the beginning of the first film, he started trying to sniff Reto Testcobb's crotch or ass like a dog. Because he's trying to get a dog. And rescue a dog. No, he was smart. He tricked the motherfucker. He said, warning, assholes may be closer than they appear. That was genuinely funny. And you have stuff like he one day he wakes up with that hair. He even hallucinates his dog having the haircut. His mom gets arrested because she works at the zoo. This panda badly done effects, really herky-jerky animatronics. Stiff. She gets arrested because they think she stole it. Art LaFleur, who was in the Blob remake, he was in Trancers, a good actor. He's wasting this as a fish and wildlife guy who Ace Jr. argues with. But yeah, this panda cub is stolen. The mom's arrested. Grandpa from Ventura's side is called in, and then when they're trying to do the alrighty then, and like trying to do the Jim Carrey vernacular, it's even more cringe. Where it's like, okay, we gotta try to be the first one. We gotta try to be this. We gotta try to be that. It's just not working. And Grandpa's dragging this dog that looks dead, seems dead, but you come to find out it's not really dead. And then Ace Jr. is talking with this girl that he likes who helps him. This nerdy kid who has his lab in the locker. He pretends to be a reporter to talk to this rich kid. There's at one point they have a dinosaur exhibit, and the dog that's with Ace Jr. takes a piece of the T-Rex skeleton and breaks the whole thing, so they're chased by guards. When I say fart jokes, there's a point where when he's looking for the kids before the big case, he's looking for the classmates' animals, and he sees a skunk. So it's him and his dog bend over and fart at the skunk, so that the skunk is in a fetal position. That's the fucking shit. That's what fucking happens. And you're going, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious with this shit? Really? Come on now, what the fuck? Even when they're chased by the guards, and the guards fall down, the dog jumps on the guard, farts, and leaves. I know this is a franchise where Ace bends over and talks with his ass, but that was more clever than this. As sad as that sounds. And so his mom's gonna go to jail after this court case. Hey, here's this key. Be who you truly are, who your dad was. In the attic, there's all this stuff, like a mini Ace Ventura outfit. And that's where you get the tone look. Ace is in the house. He's got the haircut. Now he's trying to talk even more like Jim Carrey. Now he's trying to talk even more like Ace. I just... I got so fucking pissed. I hit something and I accidentally hit the fucking camera to be off. So I'm going to continue. I'll just edit the shit together. So... that's the thing, like, okay, first off, the idea of making a sequel or a prequel to a Jim Carrey film, even a film I like Dumb and Dumberer, I like that prequel. I'll talk about it later as to why I liked it. Does that one, at least, I thought the two actors actually were trying to be a younger Harry and Lloyd. I thought they embodied them rather well. It wasn't just repeating catchphrases from the first movie. It was actually being how those characters would have been like as teenagers. Idea, it wasn't just repeating catchphrases all the fucking time. There's actual many dollars changes, and they just inhabited the Harry and Lloyd roles, sadly better than Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels did in Dumb and Dumber 2. At least to me. But here... and that was actually a theatrical film, so you could tell it didn't look as cheap as this. Like, this is a made-for-TV, like I said, with the weird, cartoony sound effects and how overly try and be with the camera, as if if we don't do this, kids will be bored, as if they're ADD. The story isn't that interesting at all. The lead kid can't fix a bad fucking script. They think it's a scientist who wants to save ugly animals. It's not. This point where the kid sneaks in with a fucking guitar. I guess that's his undercover thing, is having a guitar with them. And then tries to threaten the scientist with a guitar. They realize he's innocent. Amigos, vamonos. They go to Universal Studios because there's a horse there who gets kidnapped. They trap the horse. This is the director of The Sandlot. You have the line, "You're killing me, Smalls," in this movie. They find out that it deals with the rich kid at their school, his party, and his dad throwing the party. They try to do like an Austin Powers thing where, remember when Austin Powers had the joke of the guy, I think like the guy lost his head or something. Like Austin Powers, it's been a while since I've seen Austin Powers, where he keeps trying to say all these lines about that's a way to get ahead in life. It's nothing you want to lose your head over. Like, it's something like that. They try to do this with poo. Does he find some poo And they said, wow, the guy, he must really be pooped. I guess he tried to do his duty. I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking cringeworthy. Even kids would be like, this is fucking stupid. So then Ace Jr. just runs around, finds his barn, finds the missing animals, including the panda cub. And the kid's like, I found him! And the fake panda stiffly puts his arms up, like touchdown. Like the first one, come to me, my jungle friends. He does that like Jim Carrey did. And the classmates' animals, you find out that the son took those, like his dad took the other animals, the expensive animals, because he wanted collection. That was it, he wanted a collection. Here, and then also the kid took the classmates' animals. And so, the rich kid takes a fish that Ace Jr.'s wannabe girlfriend, her pet, throws it to the gator. So then Ace Jr. literally has to stick his hand up the gator's ass to get it out. And this sums it up. You have an ending where Ace Jr. sticks his hand up an alligator's ass, is pulling stuff out like a hairdryer out of the ass, and finally gets the fish. That's what this movie is. Did Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle steal from this movie? Where you have an ending with your lead character sticking your hand up something's ass and pulling weird shit out? Because that's how Doolittle Robert Downey Jr. ended. There's a dragon, and yeah, because there's a dragons stick his hand up the ass to pull like armor and shit out, and then the dragon's happier. I mean, maybe he's happy because he had a hand up his ass, but here I'm surprised they didn't have the gator smiling because he had a hand up his ass. So of course the mom's innocent, out of jail. Ace Jr., he's a detective. It ends with him literally going to the camera going, alrighty then. And then like a, and then that Tone Loc song, which is a good song for Ace Ventura, but should not be in this movie. Because this isn't Ace Ventura. This is a fucking joke. There's a reason this gets a 2.79 to be. There's nothing of note. There's nothing funny. None of the jokes work. The direction is TV quality, because it is made for TV. David Mickey Evans, you're a long way down from The Sandlot. To the point you actually rip off one of your lines from that movie, because you wrote and directed that movie. You literally stole one of your lines and put it in this movie. Yeah, make us remember a better movie. The support, Art LaFleur, wasted. The rest of the cast, I don't know if I can blame the cast, because what are they supposed to do with this script? Like the lead kid, you're being nice to the kid. Because the kid, he's trying to, he's not robotic, he's not a mannequin style, he's not sleepwalking. It's him trying. It's just you're given the script that shackles the kid and be like, okay, be like Jim Carrey, and then be like this, and because you're the son of Jim Carrey's character, and it just comes off as cringy, or lines that are redundant, lines that you go, okay, a kid, we don't want to see a kid version of Jim Carrey, we don't want to see a kid version of Ace Ventura, this isn't working. If kids want to watch that, kids saw the first film. The first film was what, 94? I saw that when I was a kid. Like, me and other kids in school were seeing Ace Ventura when we were kids. Pet Detective and When Nature Calls. Again, was Ace Ventura 93 or 94? I always forget. I want to say 94. Because I want to say that was the year of Ace Ventura, but Dumb and Dumber, and was it The Mask? And then Batman Forever and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls 95. And then Cable died 96. So yeah, it was 94. I mean, I was 11 years old. And then soon after it was on VHS, and that's where I saw the VHS. I mean, I saw it on VHS, and I liked it then, and I was a kid. So as kids, we're watching that, not this. Even as a kid, they would think this wasn't cool. It's like, let me go watch the other one that's funnier, and then you want to see jokes that above. It's like action or horror films. We want to see what your older brother, your dad, or your older friends, what they thought was cool. Yes, there's a point you like cartoons, but then it's even at that age you want to see what's above your pay grade, so to speak, what's above your age bracket. And this is like dumbing that down and let's put more fart humor. The direction just got annoying with the like calm down with the sound effects. I mean, I did. It was meant for Cartoon Network. I'm like, Ren and Stimpy had more. Uh, Fuck, I forgot the word I was going to say. Had more subtlety than this. So yeah, this very pathetic, piss poor movie. Very pathetic, very piss poor. I know at one point there was talks of Jim Carrey coming back to do another Ace Ventura. I think it's too late for that, man. It's too late. Just I liked Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. I love the first movie. Just let it go. Just let it go. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.